using the full repertoire of what she has.
And thus far, Illinois' block just doesn't have an answer for Julia Hansen. They've got to get more set. They've got to make some choices on how they want to deal with her so the backcourt defense can then play around that block.
12 kills, just 1 error on 18 swings. That is 6-11 hitting. And the Illini strike right back. We are going back and forth here in set number 2.
And Kenna Phelan, what a set there. That was a beautiful set by Kenna Phelan. You know, she holds the record for assists and aces at Fayetteville High School in Arkansas, and we can see why.
Swenson goes behind her head. Looking there for Gilk. That's a kill for the freshman.
Really nice kill by Carly Gilk, and she sort of struggled in serve receive back there, so it feels like she was happy to come up here and kind of take a big rip. Great set by Stella Swenson, finds Gilk in that huge seam. That is Gilk's sweet spot, is that really nice cross-court shot.
Hernandez tries to push it over. Gilk again, a heavy swing. And Hernandez is going to miss. Minnesota picks up the point, and again, a 1-point lead.
I like that swing from Hernandez. She's facing a triple block. She's trying to go high hands, just misses it out of bounds and long, but it's a smart shot by Hernandez.
An ace for McKenna Garr, the freshman from Minnesota.
Minnesota hasn't been all that noisy from the service line. They are very tough servers, but that's just the first serve of the night. And we'll see, coming off of Gar's hand, bottom just drops out of that thing, and too much.
Minnesota nearly 2 aces per set against Big Ten competition. Their first here tonight from Garr. B-Bolts allowing Minnesota to reset. Bio really flies into that swing. And Hansen off the block, securing her 13th kill and giving Minnesota a 4-0 run.
And for sure, credit to Hansen on that swing, but that dig by Carly Gilk was a really important one because she was aggressive and took it, then Stella Swenson can set that beautiful ball out to Hansen, put her in a position for the kill.
Hernandez giving a heavy dose here in set number 2. She picks up her 4th kill.
And Illinois wants a lot more of that. You're going to see Hernandez is going to take this swing, and it's going to go through that seam in the block, kind of through Carly Gilk's hands. Illinois needs to see a lot more of that out of Hernandez tonight.
She's got 6 errors, now 4 kills, but finding her stride right now here in set 2 as Hansen unloads the heat.
Mercy, my goodness, that was a hard-hit ball, and if you were in right back, you don't want to see that thing coming at you. My goodness, watch how she just tees off on this thing down the line. And that is a little bit of the danger. We know Kenna Phelan is not sizable. She's only 5'7". She's very jumpy, but teams are going to try and attack over her.
That's something that Coach Cook talked about at Pass and Serve today. He said hitters can sometimes make mistakes, do what they normally don't do over the 5'7". Phelan take advantage of a perceived weakness, but she is a great athlete, and it looks like Hansen is not doing anything differently than she normally would. Hansen again with a fire swing. Hernandez will miss. Minnesota again continues. It is a 7-1 run, and they lead 11-6. Stringing together a solid run of play. The slide fill pot is denied. Lourdes Myers has been keying this defense. That's 6 blocks right now for Lourdes Myers. Oh, the dump in by Stella Swenson, perfectly executed.
So smart. I might expect Phelan to do a bit of offensive work on her own, honestly.
Coach Cook says he wants his setter, Swenson, to call her number more often. Are you kidding? Lourdes Myers can't believe it either. She is dominant at the net.
I mean, between Lourdes Myers and Stella Swenson, there's no daylight here. Check this out. Great block by Stella Swenson, pushing that hand back into the center court. Fantastic block.
Minnesota is out blocking the Illini 7-1. A play at the net will go in Minnesota's favor. Foot on the gas for the Gophers here in set 2. Hansen steps into it and unloads.
in there, goes right over the block, and as she is wont to do. Again, it all starts, Illinois' passing is really letting them down here in this second set, and Minnesota's absolutely capitalizing.
Julia Hansen, just as an update, still just one error on 22 swings, 15 kills. She's hitting 636. Unbelievable numbers. Minnesota yet another point on the miss hits. It is 17-6. And I have been swept in back-to-back matches against number 11 Purdue and Michigan, but Meredith, they've been outblocked in those two sets 25-4. So that continues the trend here.
I mean, Illinois' defense, as you look at Big Ten standings and Big Ten statistics for the full season, they are the second worst defense in the conference when you look at the bulk of their season. Now, they are better in conference than they were in their preseason, but it is something that they're going to have to shore up as they think about making the tournament.
The Illini looking to go on a run here. Hernandez gets the Gophers out of system, and just that quickly, Julia Hansen says, I got it.
And that time, Julia Hansen goes inside of the block. So Illinois trying to move outside on her, and she goes inside. And, you know, it's tricky. You're going to see her swing just inside that left hand of Ashlyn Philpott. Illinois' block is all over the place.
Have you seen any major adjustments by the Illini when it comes to defending Julia Hansen, who now is hitting 652 on 23 swings?
Yeah, and a great kill there by Philpott to back up a poor block. But, you know, this is the hard part about blocking, is your defense is trying to read around you, but they need to know where you're going to put that block. And right now, Illinois' block has kind of been all over the place. They're blocking line, then they're taking away cross court, and it's a little bit hard then for the floor defense to adjust around you.
Taylor DeBoer finally back on the courts, and the Illini pick up a point. They are now within 9. And this is huge to have DeBoer back on the court.
I was just going to say that, Sloan. More of DeBoer is what they need right now. They're running that situational 6-2 again, so you've got Auburn Tompkinson up blocking on the right side, and you can bet they're going to try and feed DeBoer a lot.
On the back row, here is Hansen. That doesn't fall. Just out of the reach of DeBoer, and Minnesota will go up by 10 once more.
And that just an unfortunate play for Illinois. It was a great dig, but just unfortunate that they can't quite get DeBoer in rhythm. Sophie Randall had to one-hand set that. And now Minnesota going to run their own situational 6-2 with Georgia Lee coming in to serve.
Swenson just checks out. Here's Tompkinson. And she will miss hit to point to Minnesota. They are officially in the red zone.
Absolutely, and coming right along. Georgia Lee, too, really brings the pressure from the service line. So Illinois not finding an easy rotation here.
The Illini hitting 0.45 in this set. Minnesota 5.29. Soft touch there by Tompkinson. That's something that Coach Thomas really likes about her game.
And Tompkinson, coming off of a poor match, she hit negative versus Michigan. And that is, you know, she had a few bad matches, which was what caused Coach Thomas to make this lineup change. But a really nice job coming in and still playing her role there.
Violation. It's going to give the point to Minnesota. UCLA head coach Alfie ref as well, and it was fun to reminisce about that today here at Pass and Serve at the pad. A lot of great coaches got their start right here at Minnesota. Here's DeBoer slicing it down the line.
And that is a great job by DeBoer. And unfortunately now she rotates out of the match again. She just plays that front row. And so Illinois got as much as they could out of her. Now they got to really fight back and for sure try and tighten it up here in the second set, but also to build momentum as they head into the third.
She got 10 kills, hitting 562 in her own right. Hansen with an overpass and tapping it down to the floor, Caleb Burbage.
Great job by Caleb Burbage. Really heads up play there to earn another point for the Illini. An unforced error there by Julia Hansen, one that she's going to want back.
Burbage had been 0 for 5 in this match so far. Swenson As it goes up the middle, Jordan Taylor, a heavy swing.
Jordan Taylor and Stella Swenson already having a chat about what they want to see next time. And I don't know what else you'd want to see other than this. This is a great set by Stella Swenson. She's going to push this 31 out to Thompson, who is going to find that seam. Excuse me, Taylor, going to find that seam.
Taylor 4 for 5 today with 2 blocks. Feeling tight at the net, and Whistle's going to give that point over to Minnesota. An illegal back row attack.
That's right. Phelan is back row, and there she pushed the ball over the net on the second contact, was above the net, so back row attack by Phelan.
Set point number 1 for Minnesota, looking to go up 2-0 on the Illini, a team just outside the top 25. Unloading there is Aguayo, and Minnesota will take